Hi, I'm Joseph O'Connor, and this is one of a series of short videos about coaching the brain, practical applications of neuroscience to coaching. So I left you last time with a question, well, how much of the brain do we use? How much of the brain do we use? This is my assistant, Jeff. Well, the answer is pretty much all of it, and pretty much all the time. Even when we're chilling, even when we're daydreaming, thinking of nothing, the brain is active in what's called the default mode network, which is a series of systems that seem to be particularly active when we are daydreaming. So the brain is always doing something, even when we're doing nothing. Even in sleeping, the brain is active, and especially in rapid eye movement sleep when we're dreaming. The brain is particularly active then, as we know, but the motor part of the brain, the parts of the brain that allow you to move, are paralysed, thank goodness. So there is this myth about, well, we use 10% of the brain. That's arbitrary. It's not so. It has a positive intention, of course, which is, well, we use the brain not very well, or we don't use the brain as much or as well as we could do. So the question then is, how can we use our brain better? Not just use more of it, but use it all better. To know how to do that, to be able to use our brain better, to make better decisions, for example, to be happier, we need to understand it. We need to understand the brain. This is why it's so important for coaches to understand the brain, and why neuroscience is so important in coaching right now. So how do we use the brain better? Well, as an executive coach, I come across many people who say that they multitask. In other words, they are very busy and they aim to do more than one thing at a time. Now, multitasking is impossible. The brain does not do multitasking. It can't do it. What happens when you think you're multitasking is that the brain is switching very quickly between the different tasks. It's not doing two things at the same time. Now, you can get a little bit better and quicker at switching between things, but that doesn't mean to say that the quality of those things that you do is going to be any better. So we know multitasking doesn't work. And, you know, some multitasking is actually illegal. We'd never think of driving a car while talking on our mobile phone. Yeah? That's a kind of multitasking, and it's very clear that that's dangerous because you can't concentrate on driving a car and do the phone at the same time. So what does work? How can we use our brain better? What works better than multitasking? Well, I'll go into that next time.